Right, this is Martin's Stone. It's just outside Strathmartin and Brigfoot. There's a fascinating story to this. I'll read it out to you. I've done a bit of research on it today. There's a horseman. You can just make out the dragon and everything on it, but it looks fantastic. I'll read this story out to you. It's fantastic. It's Martin's Stone and the 9 maidens. Right, hold on. Right. About 5 miles north of Dundee at the foot of the Sid Laws. This is Sid Laws. There is a Pictish symbol stone known as Martin's Stone. The stone shows a serpent, a horseman, there's a horseman on top, and a strange creature known as elephant or cetus creature. Above the 3 symbols, the bottom half of the other horseman could be seen on a raised section which is broken off. Although we have no idea of the real meaning or function of the beautiful enigmatic Pictish symbol stones, there is tradition that gives a remarkable explanation for this one. A local rhyme sums it up. It was tempted at Petemtum, drag it a bad dragon, stricken at Strike Martin, and killed at Martin's Stone. It seems that in the far distant past there was a farmer who had 9 beautiful daughters. They lived at Petemtum, about 2 miles south of Martin's Stone. The eldest was in love with a local lad called Martin. One particularly hot day, the farmer was working in his fields. Feeling thirsty, he sent his eldest daughter to a nearby well to fetch him a drink. After a while, when she hadn't returned, he sent his next eldest daughter as well. She too did not return, and the farmer, getting thirstier by the minute, sent all his daughters to the well, one after the other. None returned. Howling, sure that his children were playing a trick on him, the farmer eventually stormed off to the well himself. There a dreadful sight met his eyes. Wrapped around the well was a giant, scaly, snake-like creature that dismembered the bodies of his lovely lasses. Howling with grief, the farmer ran to summon his neighbours from their work on the fields. Soon he had gathered a fair-sized crowd armed with farm tools, clubs. As he approached the hideous creature, the foremost of the crowd was Martin himself, and over his shoulder he carried a mighty club. Seeing him coming, the dragon slid off northwards through the muddy hollow at Baldragon, closely pursued by Martin. Running ahead of the rest, Martin caught up with the beast just as it was crossing the Dundee water. The following crowd roared, "Strike Martin!" and he dealt the creature a mighty blow with his club. A village now stands on that spot, known as Strathmartin, but tradition said it was once Strike Martin. Stung by his injuries, the beast increased its speed, still heading north, and Martin and some others got on horses, mounted them, and pursued the fleeing dragon. They caught up with it and killed it on the spot where Martin's Stone now stands. The story, however, does not end there. For just a couple of miles to the north, there is another stone of the 9 maidens. That is fascinating. That is fascinating. It's obviously a myth, but I mean, Nobody's ever seen or heard of anything like this. I mean, this is probably where you get the Nine Maidens pub and Baldragon Academy in Dundee. I mean, look, it's in the middle of a field. I had to walk about, I don't know, 500 yards to get here. I mean, there's my car way in the distance there. Fantastic. I'm going to head to Tailend now to have a look at the Earth House. See you there.